in the bottom side. Playing the orange, we have Disobeyed versus M0h1nder playing Tenri. M0h1nder, a big fan of these kind of assassination style commanders, Wolfar Tenri, and Disobeyed playing more the long game. So we'll see how this goes, and we're gonna see if they're doing the correct opening, of course, as well. I think they both are. Both commanders going towards the sides. Yeah, that's the correct heal path on that village. Now we're going to see the same on this side. I believe we are. So, nothing out of the ordinary right now. Both of them doing a bunch of swords, getting their commander set up to heal correctly, getting ready to yoink the lumber mill. And it is worth noting that this version of Floran Farlands is already a little bit out of date. There is a new version available now, and we will get to see some gameplay from that at some point. But ooh, elects not to go for the yoink. Interesting. Actually, that both players, I guess you could say, like refusing to. Oh well, no, Disobeyed goes for it. Now M0h1nder has to choose. Right, they're gonna go hit the lumber mill. That's gonna build them quite a lot of groove. Commander hitting something and actually knocking it down, especially, is quite large on the groove building front. M0h1nder is just gonna play a bit more conservatively. Disobeyed gonna play more on the aggressive side. And they're just going to heal Sedge and retreat up on this top left. And that makes sense. They can't keep knocking this down forever. There's a sword crit set up to punish if the sword goes for the recapture. So yeah, Tenri's just going to heal up. In a little bit more of a conservative position. Sedge is more forwards than Tenri is here. But I guess it depends what you're going for. And actually, just gonna go straight for the village there. Not gonna be able to knock that down, but ooh, good sword crit. And this makes sense. You go for the sword crit second in this case, so that you can keep that more vulnerable sword on a higher health. What are we going to see here? Yeah, just more defensive positioning coming out from M0h1nder. Just decided to play a bit more of a passive game style, which comes out, and yeah, just going to go for big punish play on Disobeyed if they decide to be aggressive here. And yeah, Disobeyed going to keep pressuring this village. Surprised we're not seeing a knight try and position to knock down this village up here. Oh, as I say that, knight moves into position. Threatens the lumber mill. And we have a dragon out, so yeah, M0h1nder gonna use their witch to try and threaten that out. It's a balloon, so they're not gonna mirror and get their own dragon. We see dragon fairly often on this map. Like the center is defended enough using the various kinds of terrain that you can have a dragon be aggressive, and this is actually on a road, which is something I didn't quite realize. So dragon able to one-shot that village. Yep, Sedge going for the follow-up. Knocks down this village as well, and they're Disobeyed. Really just constantly pressing this advantage. They have a big economic lead. And M0h1nder isn't positioned to really deal with it. Although that said, Surround comes in. Decides not to hit Sedge. I guess that makes sense, like you don't want to give him a bunch of groove. And yeah, that's a huge army that is now blocking. It even heals the dog. And I don't know if Sedge can get out of this. I think they could potentially kill this wagon. Hit that. Oh, no, they can't actually knock it down, so they're gonna have to clear a different path. Oh, Sedge gets groove. And now the escape begins. And yeah, just gonna run away. And, ooh. So, that seems like an okay turn for Disobeyed, so doing some nice counter-attack up in the top left while this is going on. Keeping that economic lead, but they left a lot of stuff vulnerable to getting killed while they did this. Yeah, Knight's gonna go down. And they only killed a wagon and a dog on that turn to clear out, so are we gonna see M0h1nder continue to press, kill a lot of units over here? Possibly. I think that is the play, and yeah. More and more stuff goes down. Nice hit there on the sword. Just a whole bunch more stuff to reinforce, and M0h1nder, I mean, they're really far behind on economy now, especially as Disobeyed continues to rampage across the top left hand side of the map. That said, Sedge is still a bit vulnerable. A lot of army went down that turn. Right, sacrifices a sword. Oh, but that's actually quite smart because then the dog gets the kill. Okay, so no more air trooper. And now, can M0h1nder capitalize is the question. Alright, now the Hex comes in. Ooh, is that a Knight crit? It is. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Possibly we should have sacked the swords first. Oh, but no, there's a second Knight. Never mind. Doesn't have to sacrifice anything. And yep, Sedge goes down. Really nice lethal there by M0h1nder. And they take it. Having been down pretty much the entire game, massively behind on economy. And really didn't look good, but M0h1nder had like a really nice like 3-turn lethal, I want to say. First turn to trap, second turn to chase, third turn to kill. So yeah, 3-turn lethal. Yeah, really nicely played, and Tenri didn't actually have groove either, so potentially could have seen, you know, Tenri build groove that turn, do some kind of fancy play. And there was options to suicide swords in there as well, so you know, Sedge looking very vulnerable, but yeah, it goes down, and M0h1nder chases, gets the kill.